Hello everyone, welcome to day 20 of my Advent series. Okay, without any further ado, let's lift the lid of this box and see what's inside. Time to turn over the lid to reveal one I made earlier. Yes, it's an unboxing. I hope you enjoy it. I'll see you all tomorrow for a new video. Bye for now. This is a Vax VX3 Cyclonic upright vacuum cleaner. It's got auto cord rewind, unusual for an upright. I don't know what's. Let me have a look. Anyway, it'll be made. Yes, it says made in China. Here it is. Look, in the box. Do you remember Sale of the Century? Price is Right, they did it as well. They employed men and ladies to just do this to the product. Well, so I'm a bit stir crazy again. Now, here we are. Just seeing where do I open it? Again, I've lost my box cutter. It's such a small little thing. I don't know if I open it from that. I think that's just where the box is split, perhaps. Well, I'm glad to say the seller has packed it well. That's always a good sign. You know, it's always an apprehensive feeling, isn't it? When you buy off eBay especially. I'm fine with new vacuums from known retailers. You know, you expect them to be as described and well packaged in the original boxes and everything. And you always expect if something goes wrong with something you buy from a big retailer, they will sort it. But you don't always have those assurances from eBay. No. Yeah. Here we are. Bit of Vax branding on the polystyrene. And try not to shout because I'm using a separate microphone, and in one video I made today I had to adjust all the volume levels of every clip because I was shouting, and now, well, I've got the camera, not camera, oh, I was going to say that looks used. I don't think it is. Blimey, what the heck's that? What the heck is this? I know it's a hose, but you do not expect. Where's this from? Wow. Now that's different. That is different, isn't it, folks? It keeps its shape. Odd. Delve into the box. Right. Ooh. Oh, it's one of these. These are awful. Ooh. Yeah, it's a little bit doobry. You know, there's a little bit of surface. It's not dirt, that's just from storage, I think. Look at that. It's quite brittle plastic. Pull down to access Crevice Tool? What? That's a Crevice Tool as well? Pull what down? Don't say don't say that's the Crevice Tool part of it. Don't. I think it is, you know. I thought that would swivel. Pull down? No. I'm not going to force that. But anyway, there's a 3-in-1 tool. Oh, it's a little bit bent, out of shape. You don't see many instruction books with those on nowadays. That funny hose says it's a flexible extension tube. Well, I've never seen anything like that. In all my years of unboxing vacuums, I've never seen a hose that it just says the flexible extension tube bends and forms to reach around corners and into tight spaces. You got your breakdown plan. Oh, and a quick start guide. How to assemble, everything there for you. Okay, let's, I think we need to just pull it out now, don't we? I'm just trying to delay the fact that it could be broken. Ooh, that's... No, oh, I think that's... Oh, it's... Hang on. Trying to just observe how it goes in, because this is not going to be left out of the box. Right. So, that was in that way, Rog. This is just for me when I need to look at the video again in order to get it back in the box. That was that way, like that. Ooh, feels very, very sort of plasticky. I mean, you know what I mean. Plasticky, plasticky. Oh, it's got a headlight on it. I haven't had a feel of them, but those brushes look soft. I don't know why Vax did this. When Vax had some cleaners, the Mac upright range that were available under the Hoover brand in the USA, we had them as Vax in the UK. More or less identical, but for some reason Vax put a very soft brush roll in them, and I know in the American version it was a much stiffer brush. Ooh, this brush seems a little bit rubbish. I got this because, as I say, I've wanted one for a while. I'm not expecting it to be a fantastic cleaner. I like the look of it. Wow, that is a hefty turbo nozzle. Wow, you know, all these things are interesting to me. I've never handled a small turbo nozzle that's got wheels. Oh, I was going to say, what's that about? That's just coming off. Yeah, it's not used. I mean, have you ever seen the like of this? You might have seen the like of it, but I haven't. Does that does come off. Hang on. Don't break it, Roger. There. There you go. Again, soft as a baby's bottom, those are. Very soft. I don't know, something tells me that that's going to be quiet somehow. I don't know, it's just instinct. Might be quieter than some. Look at that. It's interesting for me. I'm glad I bought it because I'm very interested in this. As I said, you don't see many of them about. Certainly not new in the box. And also, when I'm buying a new vacuum, I also consider my viewer, whoever you may be out there. I always think, well, would my viewer or viewers like to see this vacuum? And I think, yes, I think some of them would. Look at that. Can't get over that. It's absolutely, it weighs a ton. Right. So far, so good. Let me just pull it out and just check the box. Right, the box is... There's a lot of packaging. Right, well, I've still got that. See, oh, I still can't get over that. Right. Excuse me, folks. Let's just move some, clear the decks, as it were. Is that metal? I think it is, you know. Right, you can't see what I'm touching. These side pieces. Now, this machine, as you'll see when I get it out, was also available under the Bosch brand, very similar, and possibly Siemens brand. I think in the USA, hello to my American viewers, I think in the USA you did have more or less this cleaner as a Bosch. That headlight sticks out a lot. It looks different. The picture wasn't very clear, you know. It's a strange looking vacuum. I like it though. I think it's, yeah. Oh, don't you go back in till I press the button. Oops. Let's take that off. Got fitted plug, of course. I don't know the date this was in the shops. It's not that old. Maybe 10 years ago, maybe a bit longer. Dear. I'd have to check on the date that Jack uploaded his video of his, because I'm sure that's at least 7 years ago. I used to watch Jack's videos before I got bitten by the bug of doing them myself. Yes, he was one of the early people I used to look at on YouTube. Right. This comes off. Wow. Wowza. It's all very different. Quick release dirt disposal. Up here, look. Oh. Oh. Look at... Oh, it's even... That's spring loaded. Ha! Boing. I should put on a sound effect. Normally, I would expect to sort of help that along along the way. You know, when they're new, they never open first time. But that one, wow! It's got a pleated filter. Can you see? Just in there. So how do we get to it? This is the handle, and you release the bin as well using that, pressing it down. It's HEPA filtration. There's the max fill. Hang on. Oh, there we go. So, beyond this big mesh filter, we've got one of these awful, hopefully washable pleated filters. Get dirty really quick, do the pleated filters, don't they? They do in my experience. If the filter's in the bin, it's not normally... It just pushes in. Don't think it... No, it doesn't tighten, it just pushes on. It's not a good sign. You see filters in the bin, they're often now hidden under something like that. Sometimes they don't even bother hiding the filter. If you see a filter in the bin, they tend to clog up pretty quick. There we are. That's good. Oh, there's another filter here. This one. Looks like that could be washable, don't you think? Obviously the motor's underneath that. Suction will come from here. I'm handling it with kid gloves because it doesn't feel that it would last if I... I know that is like... I thought, yeah. You can't see what I'm looking at. I was just looking at this setup here, wondering what that's all about, but I think that's fixed how it should be. I've just got to pop the handle in place. See all the mess behind me now? Right, there's a little doobry on here. What's that say? Remove. It says remove, so I will do as it says. I will rip it, because there's no other way of getting it off. And so obviously there's a mains cable here connecting to an on-off switch. A nice convenient thumb operated on-off switch. Got this little section. Now I believe this is a dual motored upright. Yes, because there's another switch. There's another switch here, look. Off, on. So I'm not sure if that's for the motor, the main suction motor, that's one, or is that one? Because one of them is for the suction motor and one of them will be for the brush motor. Okie dokie, I finally got this Vax VX3 assembled. It took a little bit of jiggery pokery. I think it's quite an unusual looking vacuum. I don't think they're sold very well, and I expect, it's not that heavy actually. I expect people that actually bought them to clean their homes probably weren't very impressed. I don't know. I don't know. I always like to put my foot, when I'm pulling out the cord rewind, I don't know why, I always like to put my foot on it to stop the thing scraping, you know, inside the internal bit that stops it from winding in. I think it's less wear and tear on it, I'm not sure. Well, it's got a little red mark on there to say don't pull it out any further. I'm going to plug in, it's quite a short cord. Plug it in and we'll see if it turns on. Right, how do I recline? Do I have to put my foot on it? Yes. I like the style of this. It's a bit different. A lot of vacuum cleaners look very similar these days. Right. Right, the brush motor is off at the moment. I'll turn the suction motor on first and then the brush motor. You know, that's quite nice to use. It's not too noisy, but it's not quiet, but it feels, it's a nice comfortable height. It's quite easy to push. I'm really pleased with this. I'm glad there's nothing wrong with it. Now this button here I think is to release the hose. So you could just have it like this if you're just going to just quickly grab it, whip it out and get something from the corner. Let's turn it on. Obviously it's empty and the filter isn't blocked, but that's a good suction. And you saw it was tilting, but I haven't pulled out. Doing the magic trick. Oh, bit too far, Roger. Anyway, at least look, it comes right out there, but I think it will lock back into place. I hope. Yeah. Just don't keep your hand on that release. I think you just have to release it once and then pull it out. So now, well, it comes out from the top, so it is still fairly secure. I suppose when you're cleaning stairs you'd leave it coming out like this to give you extra reach, but there is a little hose retainer ring that you fit. Oh, here there's a little hook. I'm just being very careful with it. Everything looks like it would snap in an instant, to be honest, and that little hook at the bottom to retain the hose, I think that's something that I expect would fail. But that is supposed to keep the cleaner stable when you're stretching out the hose, and it does stretch out quite a long way. I'm really pleased with this. Right, now I don't know if there's any way, I think you can attach this. I still can't get over that with the wheels. You could attach that. Oh, it does, look, it tilts. Wow. So, yeah, you could attach it there, but I'm wondering if I release the hose from its tube, if I pull it out again. Oops, that's fallen off. See, sod's law, it won't come out, will it? Came out when I didn't want it to, but now I'm wanting it to come out, it won't. Do I have to do that as well? Oh, there we are. Now I'm wondering if I can connect the tool. I can. Yeah, I can connect this. Let me just unhook that because that's getting in the way. Hang on. Unhook it before I break the hook. That's good. You can use that direct on the end. Let's switch on the vacuum, see if this rotates at a speed. That's a fast brush, and as I thought, it is quite quiet. Let's give it a go on the carpet. No, it slows down. It looked promising, but it slows down considerably, even on this short pile carpet. Let's have a quick look at the underside of this Vax cleaner. It's got a reset button at the back in case the brush becomes obstructed. You've got two wheels, two front wheels as well. As I said, it's quite a soft brush roll, but what I didn't know is it's got this edge cleaning, and it looks like it would be pretty effective. As you can see, as the brush rotates, the side brushes splay outwards because of this little bar here, this metal bar, so it makes the brush stick out beyond the side of the machine. So as long as that doesn't wear out too quick, I think this would be quite effective up to the edge. Before I go, might as well have a look in the bin. I can see already that there's not very much in there, but I have only just vacuumed today. It's, I don't know, there's a bit of polystyrene from the unboxing. It's not going to reveal very much. When I press down, whoops, a little bit. There's some dust in there. Dust. Polystyrene. And, oh, a little bit of carpet fluff and hair. I will be doing a demo of this, I expect, one day. Who knows? But all in all, you know, I'm pretty pleased with it. It's a quirky machine, but first impressions, I think it wouldn't last too long in regular use. I think the people that actually bought this, probably after only a few weeks, regretted their purchase. But for someone like me, who isn't going to be using it every day, and I wouldn't really want to, I think it's quite a stylish vacuum. Thanks for watching another unboxing video. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you all for the next video coming up very soon. Bye for now.